What on earth has Carlo Ancelotti done this time? Yes, football fans, brace yourselves. Brazil's head coach, Carlo Ancelotti, has just announced his latest national team squad, and honestly, it's one of the most surprising and controversial selections we've seen in years. When the list came out, fans across Brazil and around the world were left absolutely stunned. I'll admit it, I was shocked too, because this squad is nothing like what anyone expected. The players we wanted to see, the stars we thought would make a comeback, they're not there. And the ones many fans had written off as out of form or simply not good enough, they've somehow made it back in. So, what exactly is Ancelotti thinking? Let's dive deep into this bizarre squad selection that's got everyone talking. First things first. Yes, Neymar Jr., Philippe Coutinho, and Antony have all been left out. That's right. Three of the most talked about Brazilian names in world football completely missing from the squad. In their place, players like Danilo and Fabrício Bruno, names that have left fans scratching their heads. Many are calling it a flop selection or the strangest Brazil call-up in years. Even die-hard Brazil supporters are asking, why Ancelotti? Why these players again? Now let's break it down position by position, because this lineup tells a story on its own. Goalkeepers. The chosen ones are Bento, Ederson, and Hugo Souza. Notice anyone missing? Yes, there's no Alisson Becker. The Liverpool star, often considered one of the best goalkeepers in the world, is not in this squad. A truly shocking omission. Defenders. At right back and left back, we've got Alexandro, Wesley, Caio Henrique, Paulo Henrique, and Luciano Juba. These choices show that Ancelotti might be experimenting, trying to refresh his defensive flanks. In central defense, the list includes Danilo, Gabriel Magalhães, Fabrício Bruno, Marquinhos, and Eder Militao. While Marquinhos and Militao were expected names, it's Fabrício Bruno's inclusion that's raising eyebrows. Many fans believe his recent club performances don't justify a call-up, especially when other, more consistent defenders were available. Midfielders. Now this is where things get a bit more balanced. The midfield includes Andre, Bruno Guimarães, Casemiro, Fabinho, and Lucas Paqueta. This mix of experience and energy looks strong on paper. Casemiro remains the anchor in midfield, while Bruno Guimarães brings creativity and control. Lucas Paqueta's inclusion suggests that Ancelotti still values his link-up play and versatility despite his recent off-field controversies. Forwards. And now, the most talked-about section of all. Ancelotti's attacking lineup features Estevão, Willian, João Pedro, Luis Enrique, Matheus Cunha, Richarlison, Rodrygo, Vinícius Júnior, and Vitor Roque. It's a mix of young, hungry talents and a few seasoned players trying to prove a point. But again, no Neymar, and shockingly, no Antony, despite his impressive recent form. Fans have been particularly vocal about Antony's exclusion. After finally rediscovering his rhythm in La Liga and producing some excellent performances, many thought he had done enough to earn a recall. But Ancelotti clearly sees things differently. And then there's Neymar, Brazil's biggest superstar. He's recovering from injury, yes, but most fans still expected his name in the list, even if just to boost morale. Instead, Ancelotti has opted for a forward line focused on speed, pressing, and youth, possibly signaling a new era for Brazil's attack. This decision has caused a storm on social media. Some fans believe Ancelotti is planning long-term, building a squad for the future, possibly with the 2026 World Cup in mind. Others, however, argue that he's overcomplicating things by leaving out proven stars in favor of players who haven't earned their spot yet. The question remains, is Ancelotti trying to send a message? Maybe to the veterans, reminding them that reputation alone won't guarantee a place anymore? Whatever his reasoning, the message is loud and clear. This is not the Brazil squad we're used to seeing. Now, let's not forget who Brazil will face next. This newly formed squad will take on Senegal and Tunisia in their upcoming international fixtures. These are not easy opponents. Both teams are physically strong, disciplined, and have caused major upsets in recent years. For Brazil, these matches will be a real test, not just for the players, but for Ancelotti's vision of what the new Brazil should look like. Can the likes of Estevão, João Pedro, and Vitor Roque deliver on the big stage? Can Vinícius and Rodrygo step up as the true leaders of the attack? And most importantly, will fans finally start believing in Ancelotti's system? Football analysts around the world are already debating this squad. Some say it's brave, a sign of Ancelotti's confidence in his younger players. Others think it's reckless, a gamble that could backfire if Brazil struggles in these upcoming matches. And it's not just about these friendlies. Every move Ancelotti makes now will shape Brazil's path to the 2026 World Cup. He's clearly experimenting, trying to find that perfect balance between youth and experience. Still, dropping Neymar and Antony together? That's a headline in itself. So what's next for Brazil? Will this new generation step up and prove the critics wrong? Or will this risky selection come back to haunt Carlo Ancelotti? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, fans are divided. Some are excited to see new faces like Estevão and Vitor Roque get their chance. Others are heartbroken, seeing their heroes like Neymar, Coutinho, and Antony left out in the cold. Whatever your opinion, this squad marks a turning point for Brazil, a signal that the Selecao might be entering a brand new chapter under Ancelotti. So football fans, what do you think? Has Ancelotti made the right decision by trusting youth over experience? Or has he made a huge mistake by leaving out Brazil's biggest stars? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And let's see how divided the football world really is over this shocking Brazil squad announcement. Because one thing's for sure, when it comes to Ancelotti, expect the unexpected.